How's it going, everybody? So let's get on with Revelation study. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven and swear by him that liveth forever and ever, who created heaven and the things that are in, and the earth and the things that are, and the sea and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. Now, it's definitely hard to place where this is. It says, but in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished. And it's at the last trump, we would all be saved. Um, at the last trump Bible verse. So it's First Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. And, this mortal must put on immortality and so forth. And this is for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, whom he called, he also justified, whom he justified, he also glorified. And so this is your glorification when you get your glorified body at the last trump. And before that, it says there is time no longer. So the 1,000-year millennial reign, where Satan is loosed, and where Satan is chained for 1,000 years. What does that mean when before that there is time no longer? Well, like we've said many times, is it a literal 1,000 years? I never try to debate whether it is or not, because it could just be, the Bible verses, 1,000 years is like unto a day, and a day like unto 1,000 years to the Lord. So I honestly think it's just judgment. It's just Gog and Magog, which is judgment. That the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me, and said, Go take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which sitteth upon the sea and upon the earth. So he's going to go up to Jesus, and he's going to take the book out of his hand. And when he went unto the angel, he said unto him, Give me the little book. And then Jesus said unto John, where John is saying, He said unto me, Take it and eat it up. It shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And the best deciphering I can give you on that is the end times is our God's climax to his movie. It is his favorite part of this whole story. And because the Bible is nothing more and nothing less than a love story between a bridegroom and his bride. And the end times is that final calling of the bride. It's a gigantic, it's where the most sheep are called at any amount of time. So over this 3.5 days, all the lost sheep on the earth get the call. And then they get their heads lopped off by all the possessed goats who have the superhuman strength. Mark of the beast is nothing more than total human body possession. We've been over that many, 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 many times. this is your first time, just ask. So it's sweet as honey. It's a twofold situation. It's sweet as honey in that it's the Lord's favorite part, this end times book of Revelation. But it makes his belly bitter because when you're in it, and John is feeling that feeling, just like Daniel, how he was pressed and extremely troubled by his visions of the end times. The end times is a very dark and satanic time on the earth. It's the worst time on the earth. Jesus said, a bloodbath like never was or never will be. So I do believe that's what that is. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and I ate it up. And in my mouth it was sweet as honey. But as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. And of course, he does. He is the end times prophet. All right, let's get into Matthew 24, the end times. And as he sat up on the Mount of Olives, his disciples came unto him and privately saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And so Jesus was talking about 70 AD, potentially. And what shall the sign be of thy coming and the end of the world? So it was put in their heart to ask about the end of the world. Why did they ever think there would be an end of the world? Well, because they knew there had to be a heaven. Were they ever told that people just can't? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess they just understood all of this already. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and shall deceive many. Now, Jesus is the truth. Now, this is talking about the Antichrist. But since Jesus is the truth, a false teacher is coming and acting and pretending like he's giving you the truth in God's word. You know, your satanic free will decision. And shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So this is definitely talking about the end times. So apparently many are going to be saying that they are Jesus Christ. But there's only one Antichrist, of course. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So now you're into the four horses. See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Yep, we got to get a white horse. Got to get a red horse. Got to get a black horse. Got to get a pale horse. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Well, we just got through reading when there is time no longer. Is that the end? Or is it simply the day of the Lord? Which kind of runs in conjunction to the last trump. So is that the end, or is judgment the end? Because judgment is after. So for the nation shall rise against nation, red horse, World War III, and kingdom against kingdom, red horse, war horse. And there shall be famines, black horse, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginnings of sorrows. So every bit of that is the beginning of that bitterness that Daniel and John both felt when they understood visions of the end times. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, and all sheep will, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall come the end, or then shall the end come. And it's an angel that flies. I believe it's Revelation 14:9. What is that? Revelation 14, the angel giving the everlasting gospel. 14:6. Revelation 14:6, King James Version, Bible Gateway. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, comma. And that is, of course, after the mark of the beast, so they're all possessed. And any sheep that are still alive, we know the 144,000 are kept alive in the wilderness by supernatural powers, because the earth is supernatural anytime you're living in the Bible in real time. And like right now, it's not supernatural, but it will be. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So, you're at Revelation 14. Right now, we're just going over Revelation 10. So, like we said, it's the same story told over and over. So, you're going to get a different version at 14. I shouldn't say different version. It's a different set of details about the end times. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for. There we go. Love you.